So if you even thought about starting a business online, the question may have come up for you. Is this business for me? Is this world for me? Should I even try to do this? And today I'm going to try to give you this straightforward answer, like, this is for you if you are so-and-so, and this is not for you if you are so-and-so, because it's not exactly this cut and dry, but I would think that I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to have to endure if you want to start a business like that, and ways you're going to have to become if you want to have a successful business online. Because as I said in previous videos, I have two small YouTube channels that help me create a business online, help me create audience online, and help me quit my 9-to-5, quit my job that I had. I had multiple jobs before that, and I was able to quit my work because I was able to develop inside of me the traits that I'm about to tell you that you're going to have to develop too. So the first things is that I would say it's not for you if you are not willing to put yourself out there. It sounds cliche, like a lot of stuff online, but the truth is that online business is all about building audience. You can build audience by not showing your face. You can build audience by showing your face. It's going to become easier if you do that. But the thing is, you're still going to put something out there, some piece of content, either a video, a blog post, maybe a podcast. You're going to have to put some piece of your creation out there. Even if you create animated videos and you use AI for voiceover, it's going to be a piece of something that you create. And if you're very bad at getting bad reviews or bad comments, you're going to be susceptible to that, and you're going to be hurt by that. So I would say that number one thing is, at the moment, if you're not willing to put yourself out there, it's going to be harder for you to succeed. Because, yeah, in the beginning, dealing with bad comments was something that it was really, really hard. But like in a month or so, I was able to work on that and not pay attention so much. So right now, if somebody leaves me a bad comment, usually it's just a moment's notice. I just look at it. Oh, okay, maybe it's something I can work on. If it's like a constructive criticism, if it's not, I just don't pay attention to it. And I suggest you do the same if you want to start online business. Now, the second thing, might be not as intuitive, but if you are not resourceful. Now, what being resourceful means online is that if you want to start a business online, you're going to have to work with various software. You will have to learn new things, like to work with camera, with microphones. Maybe not in the beginning, but at least to some extent, you will still have to be able to do that. And if you're the kind of person that just stumbles into a wall, and I mean metaphorical wall, and you say to yourself, "Oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm not the type of person who does this," and you just quit, this is going to be a very short business trip for you if you decide to do business online, because you are going to constantly slam yourself into walls. You're going to slam yourself into walls while trying to work a piece of software, connecting your domain to a landing page. All of this stuff, like working email, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to learn. And once you learn them, they're not going to take that much time off your hands, but it's going to take some time to learn them. That's going to be the biggest thing. And every day there's going to be something new that you're going to have to learn. Editing a video, editing a podcast, uploading, downloading, working on your visuals in Canva. So all of these things, you're going to have to learn, at least to some degree, how to do. Now, there are a bunch of tutorials online. This is what being resourceful means. You go online, you find tutorials, you find ways to make something work. And this is basically what it means. Just you being able to find the answer, you being willing to tell yourself that I'm not going to stop there, like I'm going to find an answer, and then go and find an answer. So this is, if you're not, you may not have, because I didn't have this one in the beginning, but I wanted it so much that I developed this skill inside of me. Like I stumbled into so many walls in the beginning of my online business, but every wall that I've smashed, that I've just destroyed completely, and I did this, I did that, and after some time, you just realize there's not going to be a wall that's going to stop me. At least it's not out there. It may be in here somewhere for me, like mentally, but I'm not going to stop because I don't know how to do something online. I will figure out how to do it. And if you're a bit older, like even a millennials, like I'm a millennial myself, we grew up with internet, we grew up with computers, but some things still may come up, and it still may be difficult, and you will have to work through this. You will have to be able to work through these problems. And the third thing I think is it's not for you if you want quick results. Because as I said, business online, it's all about building audience online. And audience requires trust. And trust requires what? It requires time. So it's not going to be quick. Like, of course, it depends on what you mean when you say quick. Like if quick for you is 2-3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe a bit more, yeah, that could be that quick. It's not going to take 10 years. You can do a lot in a year. You can do a lot in a half a year. You're going to have to put in effort. It's not going to be difficult. That's the thing. What people misunderstand about online business is they think that it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be difficult. It's going to be simple, but it's not going to be easy. Like, it's going to require effort. It's going to require time. But the things that you're going to do online, they're going to be pretty simple. And I'm going to teach you all of that because, as I said, I'm doing a 90-day challenge where I post one piece of content a day where I just help you create your business online. So if you're with me, just leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. If you can like this video, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, going back to the idea, you're just going to have to put in effort creating content. So quick results, they won't come. They're going to be simple, but not quick. Now, so this business type is for you if to all of these, you could say the opposite, right? If you're willing to put yourself out there, awesome. You're resourceful, or you're willing to become a person who is resourceful, even better. And you understand that results don't come quick. Good results don't come quick because all things in this world that are great require time. They require effort. They require some sort of sacrifice, however biblical that may sound, but it is true. And it is for you if you, as I was, if you are tired of 9 to 5. Because believe me, like in Lithuania, it's not 9 to 5, it's 8 to 5 actually. But I had 14 jobs. Like most of these jobs were sales, like business to business, door to door sales, or just cold calls, visits, and so forth. And I like all of that. But the thing is that it took me some time. It took me like changing a lot of jobs, like quitting, being fired from some of those jobs, to realize that I'm the kind of person that wants to work for myself. I want to set my own time. I want to be able to determine how much I work, how much effort I have to put in, how many hours I have to put in my work. So if you are the kind of person that, and you may not even know this, like you may be in your job, you may be feeling somewhat satisfied, but there's this itch somewhere that tells you that something's missing. So you might need to take a good look in the mirror and maybe realize that maybe I'm the kind of person that's tired of 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever time schedule that you have. Like basically when I say 9 to 5, I just mean corporate job or job where you have to just show up every day for a certain amount of hours, do a specific work, and you get paid for that. You may need to realize that you might be tired of that. So if you are, online business, I can tell you, it has ups and downs. It's not all, hugs and rainbows. There are times where it can become difficult. Most of the time you work alone. But if you're tired right now, you may be tired of 9 to 5. So that's something that you need to look inside your soul and realize whether or not that's true for you. And another thing that you might be tired of income ceiling. So if you're the type of person that maybe you're in sales, right? So you don't really have a ceiling that potentially you could be earning more if you make more sales. But as a person who worked in sales and business to business sales, I know that there's always a ceiling. Like they say there's no ceiling for you, but there is a ceiling because you know how many how many clients you can actually contact, how many sales calls you can make, how many visits you can make. And you know that there's a ceiling for that. And that those directly correlate to results. But with online business, it's all about scaling. It's all about how many people you can touch online. And with this one video, if 1 million people watch this video, this is the amount of time it took me to make this video. And it's infinitely scalable. How many, of course, it's not infinite, but you see what I mean. A lot of people can watch. Every person in the world can watch this video. So it's really better scalable than your effort in a job, right? So if you're tired of income ceiling, it might be that online business is something that you potentially could benefit from, unless the thing that you imagine is actual coaching, because coaching is still you putting hours in and you getting money back. And of course you can charge more than the hourly rate that you're making in your work, but you get the point. Like if you sell digital products, courses, something that is scalable, something that you make once and then you can sell multiple times, that's evergreen. Now that's where scale happens, right? And that's where online business can really help you do it. Okay. So the third thing is it's for you if you can embrace new things. And this is mainly going back to being resourceful, right? Because new things are always going to come up. It's going to depend where you host your business, basically. My platform is YouTube. I like YouTube because YouTube is not a social platform. People misunderstand that. I will make a video about it in the future, but YouTube is actually a search engine. It's actually almost like Google, right? So whatever you put on YouTube, it can stay for a long time. And that's the beauty of YouTube. I have videos that are posted like 4 or 5 years ago. They still bring me clients every day. And if you leverage your business, it can do the same thing for you. But the thing is, algorithms change, interfaces of platforms change, and it's not like every month, if not every day, you're going to have to be dealing with something new online. So if you can embrace those things, and if you can embrace that, I'm never going to fully learn something and then I'm set, like I can work now for 10 years and not change anything. No, you're constantly have to learn. You constantly have to evolve in online business. And if you're okay with that, then this might be for you. And I have an extra one. I have a bonus one. And it's going to be really, not a lot of people online talk about this, honestly, is that most of the time you're going to be working online, alone. You're going to be working alone. And to be honest with you, even though I was tired of my 9 to 5, right? And I was tired of income ceiling, I miss being in a team. I really miss it. So sometimes it would be just nice to go somewhere by the cooler and to talk about things like gossip a little bit with my colleagues and talk about how horrible my boss is. I'm joking, of course, but you see the point. You're going to miss this a little bit. Unless you work with someone, like you have a partner that you do this with, or you're in some sort of a membership that people are doing this together. That's why this community aspect of YouTube, of me helping you, you commenting back, and us having this back and forth, maybe in courses and group coaching, this really helps because most of the time when you work online, you work alone. And that can be like, I'm an introverted person, right? Usually I like to be alone. I like to spend time alone. But even for me, I feel the effects of that. I feel that my social world is has changed a lot since I started working for myself, like almost 5 years ago, 6 years ago, even. So you have to be wary of that. It may not be for you if you really don't like to be alone, but you can change that. You can work in co-working spaces. Also, you can work with that. But it's something that needs to be addressed, that needs to be said. So I can't just simply lie to you and say that online business is just all rainbows and all beautiful things. No, there are downsides, and you have to understand them. As I said, be willing to put yourself out there. Be resourceful and embrace new things, right? Don't expect quick results. Just know that it's going to take some time, but it's going to be worth it. And if you want to quit your job, if you want to not have income ceiling, by the way, the thing about online business is you don't have income ceiling, but the bottom can fall out pretty quickly too. So I'm going to talk about it in the future videos, of course. But if some of this resonates with you, I don't know, just shoot me a comment. Just tell me whether or not you have started a business or you're thinking about starting a business. Does this resonate with you? Are these feelings coming up for you? I'm really interested to find out, am I just alone in this with having feelings like this and experiences with like problems that may have arise in online business? So I'm really, really interested with that. And as I said, I'm doing a 90-day challenge where I'm going to post helpful content every week. Shoot a comment and tell me whether or not you're willing to do something like this. Maybe join on a YouTube challenge yourself, because challenges work great because it helps the algorithm that you're willing to put a lot of content. So my idea is I want to check whether or not this still works in 2025, because I've done it in the past and it worked wonders. So yeah, also if you want, I have a quick workshop. It's not a quick, 52-minute workshop. You can find it in the description and in the link pinned in the pinned comment. So download it. It's my free gift to you. Just watch that workshop on how you can build this business online. And I will also, throughout the series of these 90 videos, I will tell you a lot more about all the things online business, online courses, and YouTube. So if you stayed till the end of the video, thank you. Please subscribe and like this video. It will help me a lot. As I said, leave a comment. Tell me what are your feelings about this. And I will see you in future videos. Bye.